What's going on, guys? So we got a new setup for the Ford. You guys can tell by the title of this video, I have literally spent the entire day sitting at home waiting for it because someone has to be home to sign for it. Someone has to be here when they get delivered, as I have to check and make sure the wheels are in good shape, the tires are right, the wheels are right, and I have to sign. It's 7:30 at night. My girlfriend and my father-in-law are out to dinner, and I have to sit at home and wait for them to get delivered. So this is where I've been sitting for the last 2 hours. Good old FedEx, I signed up for the exact delivery time and everything, and the website's bugging out and won't work. So I've been sitting here waiting. Said they were supposed to be here by the end of the day, but that doesn't clarify anything. End of the day to be 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Could be 10, 11 o'clock. Don't know. Mail has came. Amazon Prime has came. UPS has came today. Still no FedEx. Still no freaking FedEx. So, obviously you guys have seen me going to the bank, ordering the wheels, and everything like that. You guys already saw that in the beginning of the video. I originally purchased a set of 24 by 14 Cali Summit polished April 9th. Ordered them from Mr. Wheel Deal. I talked to him on the phone. They told me they had them in stock, blah, blah, blah. Ordered them that night. And then I got an email a week later saying that the wheels were on back order. They had one in stock, and the other 3 are a 10 to 12 week back order. So, changed that around and ordered what I have now. I know I haven't showed you guys yet because I have this planned out in my head on how I'm editing this video, but I ended up having to spend more money and get the wheels I ended up ordering, but ordered some 42x15.50 tires for the Ford. So I will just be sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting for FedEx to show up. Hopefully they show up before dark, because I would like to at least put the tires and rims next to the Ford to see it. I can't put them on yet because my father-in-law is up here staying with us, and you know, when you got family and everything up, you don't want to bother them with you working on a vehicle. So they're out to dinner right now while I'm sitting at home waiting for FedEx. Life's great. So we officially got our wheels in. These are American trucks forged on some 42x15.50 Aturo Trailblade Boss. Now, I originally ordered Cali Summits. They were on international back order, 10 to 12 weeks. So we spent a little bit more money and got these. I will say I am happy I ended up going with these instead of the tallies. It kind of all worked out for a reason, because I think these shine a whole lot better. These are a full forged wheel, just like Forces, everything like that. So I am very, very happy with them. I mean, just straight reflection. We've got all the pads, the center caps are all in here. But first, we're gonna get them on the truck. Now, before I do this, I would like to see the full measurement from ground to rocker before we put these on. So if we go from the ground to the rocker, we are at 35.5 inches. So just below exactly 3 foot from the ground to the rocker, and that's on 30-inch tall tires. So now we're gonna get it jacked up, get everything swapped over, see how good it looks. Okay, so the whole reason I ended up going with polished is because I plan on changing, one, the color of this truck in the future, and I think polished looks better. I want to do chrome grille, chrome headlight bezel. I want to put all the chrome pieces back on the front of this truck. I want to do aftermarket move bumpers on the front and rear, and I've got some new headlights for it that we're going to be putting on it, and I want to do some new tail lights. So black wheels just wasn't going to fit the theme that I was going for, and that's why we went with polished, because I don't want to do chrome. This truck's going to spend a lot of time sitting in a driveway or in a yard or anything like that, and polished you can always sand and polish out, hence the name polished. Chrome, once it pits, it's done. There's nothing you can do with it, and the only way I could really keep them from pitting would be keep them in a garage and clean them like every couple weeks, and I just don't feel like doing that. So I'm probably gonna get some like tire covers to put over these tires to preserve the tires, move the truck once a week, things like that, so we don't get flat spots. But we finally have the final setup for the Ford. Like I said, they're 24x14 American trucks forged, and 42x15.50 Aturo Trailblade Boss MTs. Looks sick. I wanted the tires for well over a year now. They're a very aggressive tire. They kind of look like a bogger and a mud grappler combined, and I just love them. And they're a good price for the size of them. I think just the tires were a little over $2 grand for 42s, which for a 24 isn't bad. In total, we ended up paying, I think it was $4,700 for the setup, just so you guys know how much the setup is if you're wanting to do something like this on one of your builds. Got it from Mr. Wheel Deal. Mr. Wheel Deal did work with me a little bit. I'm not gonna say anything bad, but I understand with what's going on. They're very slow to respond to emails, so you almost just have to call them and wait on hold and just talk to somebody on the phone and get what you want right then and there, or else it might be a couple days before you're able to place your order and figure out the status on your order. Even after placing the order and waiting a couple weeks, it said online that it shipped. I had to get in touch with them for a tracking number, so nothing bad against them. I get there, it's a big company, so they're very busy. But if you guys want to get a good price on some wheels, they're the best price around for Mr. Wheel Deal. Not sponsored whatsoever. But if you send them a link to where you found it cheaper, they will beat that, unless it's just absolutely a crazy deal. They will tell you that if they can or can't beat it. So I'm waiting right now for the truck to get jumped off by the Lexus. It hasn't been started in well over a month, and it is very, very dead. So sitting here waiting for it to charge up, and I'll take it for a roll around the block. Looks like it's about to rain here in a second, so hopefully get it going before it rains. like I said, I do have new headlights for this. We'll be getting a chrome grille, chrome headlight bezels. I just got notified the radius arms will be here this upcoming Monday. Well, the pipe I'm using to make these radius arms, we got some DOM tubing coming. Be able to make that, get that spring straightened out. That's the biggest thing, is this spring is not straight. Before you guys say anything, yes, I know I need high steer. I know I need it. But my biggest problem is I don't have a welder strong enough to weld it right now. My little 110 will not weld through this cast right here. It's not strong enough. So it's gonna have to wait until after Daytona until I can get a high steer set up for this. And after I do high steer, I'm changing all this. I'm gonna do a 1-ton steering kit and change all this tubing out. I would like to raise the height of our track bar right here. I would like to build a bracket for it to come up and be closer up to here, so we have a less harsh angle. Same goes to the steering, just once it's up higher with the high steer. This is going to be at a better angle, and we don't want this track bar to be such a harsh angle now once this is better. And I do plan on, after Daytona, doing coilovers and a full 4-link on this. It's just not in the plans right now. If this radius arm turns out the way I'm hoping it can, we'll do the high steer, change our track bar setup, and then convert to coilovers, and then in the future do the 4-link, because I don't plan on leaving this here forever. It was just something to use to get us where we wanted for the time being. But y'all, the thing looks sick. And then like last video, we got the Chevy. But God, that thing is beautiful. I can't wait to get this back on forces with the painted suspension and see that with it. Oh, it's gonna look so good. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, drop a like on this video. If you haven't already, go down, hit the subscribe button. Was it worth the wait? Was it worth the wait? Because I seriously want to know. Are you guys happy that I went with this? I know I told you guys if I got 150 likes, I was gonna do bodders. I didn't end up doing bodders, but you can't package bodders from Interco, so the only way I would be able to do it is to go through an actual like tire shop or something and package with wheels and tires. And bodders are like $4,000. Well, I don't think they're that much, but they're pretty expensive. And for these and these, I paid $46.71. I know I said $4,700 earlier, but I looked at my invoice for it. It's $46.71, but God, it was so worth it. It looks so damn good. I'm so happy with it. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. But I'm gonna close this video out. I'm gonna get this edited, get it posted for you guys. So, catch you in the next one. See ya.